was a guy in my comment section who saw one of my videos and then he asked, Pete, do you have any cool ways to make a coin vanish with just one hand? And there are some cool options here. But what I'm going to show you in this video is the Goshman Pinch Vanish. In the demo, I was using $half size coins, but it's even maybe cooler with even a quarter. So we'll learn the Goshman Pinch Vanish. And then if you dig that, if you become a member to my channel, I can also show you some cool ways to make the coin come back. Anyways, my name's Pete, and this is a creative life skill. Let's do it.
Creative life skills will help you be creative if you do them. Creative life skills will make you a more interesting human.
Welcome to the midsection shot. Okay, so I'm going to teach this using a 50-cent piece. And then later I'll show you how this looks even cooler perhaps with a quarter, because a quarter is a little bit smaller. But I think for teaching, if I use a 50-cent piece, you'll be able to see it a little bit better, so that'll be great. Essentially, the Goshman Pinch looks like this. Now, I did do a video about getting into this from the Himber Vanish, so if you want to look for that video, you can. But here is what's so great about the Goshman Pinch, is that when you're in this position, if you're showing your hand like this, if you look at this for a long time, you might see that the pinky is slightly under the ring finger a little bit. But for most people, it doesn't register as, it just sort of doesn't register as anything. It looks just pretty empty. But what's great is you can get into this as fast as that. And from this side, that just looks like you're throwing a coin up into the air. But it's really hidden back here behind your palm. And I also like it because I can curl my fingers. I want to make sure that I keep the coin down facing the floor when I do this. But now I can gesture like this, and in doing that, I can actually get the coin into finger palm. And so there's just so many cool reasons to learn this. It's really, really a fantastic vanish. Okay, so here's the mechanics. Here's what you do. First of all, you need to build up a little bit of pinky strength. And I have spent so much time just going on walks or whatever, and I mash my pinky up against the back of my ring finger, like that. And I just try to build up pinky strength. Or if you want to, you can kind of just sort of, do your own, weightlifting. I'm not kidding. This really does work and it helps. Okay. But once you have some pinky strength and once you get used to putting your pinky just a little bit behind your ring finger, it doesn't have to be like it's not like you're crossing fingers. It just has to be like right there, just like that. But what you can do is you can just sort of bend your fingers, essentially you're using your thumb to get this just on the back of the knuckles of your middle two fingers. So the coin is now resting right here like so, okay? When it's there, you push it just a little further up and then you get your pinky in it. And by the way, it's not a bad idea to just sort of learn how to shake your hand and still keep it in there. That's the strength you want to build up. You want to just try to have some good pinky strength. Okay, so you're gonna learn this like right away? Yeah, well, you can learn it, but the thing is to build up that strength is gonna take just a little bit of time. Okay, but again, I'm so used to doing this way, I don't even remember any other way to get into Goshman Pinch. So you can just do this on a walk, you're walking down the street, anybody who knows me knows I always have a coin in my pocket. I'm always fiddling with a coin. These are the kinds of things that I do. You can do this while you're driving. You didn't hear that from me. Forget it. You don't ever do this while you're driving. But you can do it while you're, shopping. You're at the grocery store, anything like that. Okay, boom. So there it is. So what the vanish is simply is just acting like you're gonna throw the coin up and it's gone. This really does take people off guard. It may seem like this is kind of a no big deal kind of vanish, but really I often do this, and I did it for my daughter a little while ago, and she just goes, what? She has no idea where it goes. Like I'm just showing this and you go, whoop, like that. And then if I can point to this hand just like that. Okay, so in the demo, I was actually trying to do this without my other hand. So what I did, and I did have this coin down just on a stool, but I pulled my pocket out, and it really is just, there's nothing happening here. It really is an empty pocket. There's nothing that I have loaded in here anywhere at all. So if I do that, just like I showed you, the Goshman pinch vanish, like so, now I can point. I can point, and I can actually now show both sides of the pocket. Basically what I've done is I've gone into the vanish. I can now point down here to my pocket, and when I come back in, I have now moved the coin. This is not as difficult as it looks. Once I go into the vanish like that, I point, and when I'm pointing, I'm in this position. Okay, so I'm pointing, I've got my thumb on it. I can now get that coin into finger palm. Once it's in finger palm, I can put the coin right under the pocket, and so I can sort of manipulate the pocket. I can show the back of the pocket. The coin is just right here. I'm just going like this. That's the pocket is hiding the coin, and so then when I put my hand back into my pocket, I can perfectly look like I'm just revealing the coin right out of the pocket. Look, it looks like the coin has just moved, transported into my pocket. Okay, so if a 50-cent piece is good, look at this. The thing about a quarter is it's almost like your whole thumb can hide a quarter. So if you have this in your hand like that, this is like even better. You know, it's like, and it is easier. It's way easier. Like there's, I'm shaking my hand really pretty vigorously, and I'm still able to hang on to that quarter. And so same thing, I can now point, and the quarter is just stuck like so. And so in one of those videos, I made the thing disappear, and then I was pointing at the card, I think, and I just used this finger to move my arm behind the back, all while this is still here. It's still there, and then I can go into finger palm. That's what's so great. That's why I love Goshman Pinch. I'm probably going to do just a zillion more videos on the benefits and why Goshman Pinch is so great, because it's at your fingertips. You can easily move it from here. You can hide it while you're pointing. Looks like it should be somewhere. People say, oh, it's in your hand. You go, no, it's not. You can do it with a quarter. It's great to do with a quarter, and everybody's got quarters. They're everywhere. Oh, and if you are interested in me teaching you how I made the coin appear underneath the card, or how I made the coin appear in the coin purse wallet, I will be teaching those in my membership section, in It's a Creative Bonus section, or also it's called the Tricks of the Trade section. And that's like for less than a cup of coffee. For a whole month, you get to view those videos there. So join me in my membership section. Become a member. That would be so fantastic if you did that. And then leave a comment if you have questions. And also, I'm just not the greatest guy at crediting things. So if these things, I know that the Goshman Pinch is named after Albert Goshman. And I think also that move is also attributed to Tenkai. If you guys have some information on who to attribute some of those moves to, I welcome that stuff in the comment section too. Anyways, this has been A Creative Life. My name's Pete, and I'll see you in the membership section. Thanks, gang. We'll talk to you later. Bye.